in Bomachoge's Borabu, and election began on schedule as voters headed to the poll booth for the second time this year to choose a member of parliament after a petition dislodged Joel Onyancha of the National Alliance Party. Now, despite a smooth start, a number of incidents and a day before the election were threatened to undermine the credibility of the exercise. Now, Alfredo Mulo is on the ground in Kisii and will be coming to us by way of phone, giving us an update of exactly what is happening. We do understand voter turnout was large and considerable, significant in the morning, but has gone down. We'll be getting Fredo Mulo for us. As and when he is ready, we'll get them for you and give you the update of that particular by-election. And in the course of this day in the newscast, we'll be having the updates from those particular by-elections. Elsewhere, the Association of Professional Societies is urging striking health workers to get back to work immediately in order to prevent loss of lives. The association chairman, Steve Oundo, says it is unacceptable that the general public is unable to access health services, which is a basic right for Kenyans. Oundo says it is important for dialogue to continue between the disputing parties and the issues raised on salaries and their concerns addressed. The association has also urged Parliament to pass relevant laws to secure the future and success of effective health service delivery under the devolved system of government.
Ladies and gentlemen,
a particular change as process is happening upon the governors, council, the governors and the health workers
respect that institution of the judiciary, because if it was an issue of only pursuing and listening to orders that favor you, then we would always be at cross purposes. So for us as professionals, we strictly abide by that, and anybody who is in defiance of a court order should definitely face the full wrath of the law.
Let's go back to Kisii and the by-election in Bomachoge, Borabu. Fred Omulo is on the line right now. Fred, how has the voting been so far?
The voting has been okay. Starting at 6 a.m. sharp, voters streamed into polling stations across the whole constituency at first light, and when we did our spot checks around 5 to 10 different polling stations, we didn't find any actual incidents. What happened is that last night there were a lot of side shows between the ODM. Hello?
Yes, go on, I can hear you.
Okay. What happened, there were a lot of side shows last night between the TNA and the ODM teams. The ODM's agents were yesterday frog marched by residents of a place, of a certain area here called Rio Kindo, right? They say that these guys were bribing voters and etc. etc. So they frog marched them to the police station. And these people produced documentation. They're saying that they're ODM agents and they were going to the polling stations to prepare for the elections that were to begin at 6 a.m. So then the ODM candidate turns up and he turns the whole thing on the head. He says these people have been sent to harass my agents, and they're preventing us from accessing certain areas.
Right.
They're bribing voters, and there are MPs from. He said that there are MPs from the other side who came here to campaign past the deadline.
Right.
So accusations are flying fast and thick from both sides, and the voting though is proceeding. The turnout is moderate, but on the side shows are continuing. I think both sides are preparing the ground to reject whatever result may come in the evening. You never know with politicians.
Right, Fred, looking at the pictures you've sent us, the terrain is pretty treacherous in that part of the country, and especially now that it's raining. Has that been an impediment to either distribution of ballot material or even the voters themselves?
Luckily, between yesterday and today, there hasn't been a single drop of rain around here. And those muddy roads and paths have sort of become motorable. So people who want to access them are able to access them. Even deep down in the villages, in areas that we were able to visit, we found voting going on normally, and we saw the IEBC carrying out its activities without a hitch. So in terms of distribution of material, there hasn't been that much of a problem. In terms of access for voters to polling stations, there hasn't been any particular incident, any worrying incident.
Finally, Fred, when can we expect to see results start trickling in from Kisii?
From Kisii, you should see results starting around 6 p.m. tonight.
Right.
Because this evening, because there are the smallest polling station here has 104 registered voters. It will take less than an hour from 5 p.m. to count all those votes. Now, assuming there are people who are still in the polling station, they will be allowed to vote, and they will finish in around 15 to 20 minutes. So by 6 p.m., the first polling station should have delivered its result.
Right.
And this will quickly continue within the next 2 hours, at which point we should expect an announcement by around 8 p.m.
All right, great. Fred Omulo, great talking to you. Fred Omulo is coming to us from Kisii, where there's a Bomachoge Borabu by-election, parliamentary by-election. And as he said, we will be expecting results to start trickling in as at 6 o'clock this evening.